Episode 3 of Deer Management 365. We're going to plant some corn today. We got a 7100 John Deere planter with meters. We put our corn meters on last night, our corn fingers on last night. Turned the seed rate up. We're getting about 30 seed in 7 foot. So we're going to plant a little bit heavy. We're not going to be shelling this corn for deer purpose only. We got plot 2, plot 3, and plot 4 we're going to plant corn on, and then maybe a couple other places. But we got some Pioneer Roundup Ready corn that Danny and Donnie gave us, and we appreciate it. We're going to be using it today. It's test stuff. We haven't used it. It's a mixture of a few different things, but we're going to run it, find out, see what it does, how it comes up. Maturity levels are going to be different. If the corn makes an ear, that's a plus. If it doesn't, that's all right. Last year we spread some corn, disc it in up on 5, and it seemed like all of it came up, and it actually made ears. So that was a plus for last year. This year we do have a planter, so we're going to be running it, and we're going to get started. Alright, we're ready to plant. Go back and edit all this out. We got our planter set. I've been going through checking. We're planting about that deep, so running pretty good right now. This ground's a little bit hard. We ain't had a rain in a little while, so and when you don't get rain up here to dry, this ground gets pretty hard real quick. You can see there's some clouds in the background. Good rain coming, so we're trying to get this planted in, and before this rain gets here, get a start for it. But the planter's working good. We adjusted a little bit. 7100 3-row, it's on 15s. We built it ourselves. We was going to plant corn on the 2 outside rows and beans with all 3, but we decided to just go ahead and use it for corn and put them on 15s since we had so much corn. And again, we're not shelling it, so it's for deer purpose only. So we decided to go ahead and run it on 15s, and which will be fine up here. It's not going to be a big deal. But it's running good, it's looking good. We're going to move on to a couple different plots here shortly, and hopefully get this corn in. All right, we've moved up to plot 3. We took a break. Rain come through. It didn't rain as much as we thought it was, but it was enough to put some moisture in the ground. The dirt looks pretty good. Like I said before, it was real hard and dusty. Now it's got a good moisture to it. The planter's going to plant a lot better. It's going to cover a lot better, and the corn's going to have a little bit more moisture than what it did before. But on 3, we were going to come in and put half of this in warm season grass since we had so much Roundup Ready corn. What we did, we're going to come in and plant this corn halfway up, and then this small portion right through here down the road, we're going to come in and put green screen in, which is a milo-based seed. It grows anywhere from 6 to 14 foot tall, and I'll show you that later on when we get to it. But we're going to plant half of this in corn, and hopefully it'll come up. This had corn in the bottom last year a little bit, but and if it doesn't, then we'll come back and we'll lace it with soybeans. But if you're looking for corn, or you don't want to spend a lot of money, one bag of Roundup Ready corn of Pioneer is going to run you at least $250, if not more. If you talk to a distributor, or if you find a farmer, you can talk to them when they clean out their planter, and they'll have some left over, and they'll probably give it to you. If not, at least offer to pay you a little bit for compensation, because like it does cost a lot, but they'll probably more than likely give it to you. And that's one way to get your corn for food plots. If not, go to a distributor. They may have some samples. They may have some test stuff, which is exactly what this was. Daniel Presley had it. They were testing some plots. He said he was done with it. He said, come get all you want of it. And that's what we did, and that's how we end up with some more. We actually have another guy that got us some more corn. But if you go and talk to these guys, they'll be more than help to help you out. And even if you don't know them, you may know somebody that does. But that's one way to get free corn. And same thing with beans. This year we bought beans. Last year we went that route with beans, but they didn't come up. They were bad. The germination was real far down on them, and that's part of it. Sometimes they were older beans. But we bought beans this year. I gotta go pick them up this week, and then we're gonna get to planting those. And we're gonna do something unique with the soybeans. I got a Eagle variety of bean, and I got some Schillinger beans. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit more in depth about the Eagle seed and the Schillinger beans, and what we're going to do with those, and how it's going to benefit for us, and it may benefit you. But talk to some people if you're looking for seed. If not, go out and purchase you some. Regular feed corn will come up, but it won't do nothing. We did test some of that out last year, just regular corn that you feed deer with or cattle with. It will come up, but it won't do nothing. But if you're looking for some, that would be your best route to minimize your cost. Like I said, we're going for a smaller cost this year instead of a bigger cost. Last year we spent a lot of money on things. This year we're fine-tuning it and getting it within the budget for us and this farm, and also having a great product. So he's going to continue on this, and we're going to get going onto some different things. This is the other half of number 3. This was last year at Tecomate, clover and chicory. Coming back pretty good. He also sent us to put 2 pounds on this half of the regular white Ladino clover. Got a lot of weeds in it right now. We're going to come through and spray it, get it out, make this one look a lot better. That's just what it is. You can see the trail down here at the bottom, but the clover that's in this does look pretty good. So last year the deer fed in this plot quite a bit. Like I said, it held a lot of protein and a lot of acreage for clover, and they were pretty hard in here. Looks pretty good. Clover's already pretty thick in different places. This one was also kind of spotty, just like one was. So hopefully it'll fill in. We'll get some of these weeds killed out, and it'll be a beautiful plot with corn. So we'll see. All right, we're on 3. What we're gonna do, we got this road that runs out of the bottom down here. We're gonna plant corn on the outside of this, just as a buffer line between the woods. We're gonna be planting beans on this plot, so we're just using it as a buffer between the road and the woods. And then we're gonna plant some corn over here on the bottom half of this 3, and put it in. Last year it had grass on it. We're just gonna put some corn in it and separate it, and then we're gonna have corn, beans, corn on the edge, and we're gonna get that done. Heading down to 51, do some finish work, final cleanup before we start planting on it. Gonna run this rock rake through again. Dirt's a little bit more moisture. It's gonna turn it up just a little bit more, kick those rocks out, and clean it up. This will be the last one, and then thank you, bud. And then we'll be getting ready to go plant this in. So looks pretty good right now. Everything's starting to come on greening up. It's gonna look good down in here. Alright, I went back in, done some cleanup, made one pass. Looks really good. Got a bunch more stuff off. Got it pushed off to the edge. Now I'm just gonna go through, pick up some of the sticks, some of the bigger rocks, and this one will be done. Looks good, the soil's good. Ought to be a good food plot, so that'll be it for today. And probably gonna work on some trails next couple of days, clean them up, and go back to this one and finish doing it. So tomorrow we're gonna be turkey hunting. So back up here on 5. This is the trail from 5 to 51. We're gonna do some cleanup today. I got 3/4 of it on down already cleaned up, so I'm gonna come in and get this top up, get all this through here cleaned up, get that down tree cut up, moved out of the way, and do a little bit more fine cleanup. May move over to a different trail if I have time, and get to clean it up. We done a little turkey hunting this morning. Birds gobbled on the roost, but when they come down, we didn't hear them no more. Seen 2 hens, but that was about it for that. Daryl's down the bottom cleaning up a down tree that fell overnight, and so basically it's just tree cleanup this afternoon. Alright, I come in, I cleaned this up, cut the briars back a little bit, raked it, got everything that I cut out of it last time, got it cleaned up, got the log cut up a little bit and moved out of the way. Trail's gonna go on around. We're gonna move down a little bit, and I'll show you what it looks like. This right here ought to be the last of it. The bottom half's already done, so finish this up and get going. Alright, got this cleaned up. That's probably all I'm gonna do on this end for now. Later on I'll go down and sweep it out with a rake. So, but looks good, plenty wide enough. Want to make sure these briars get back and any new growth can get out. So May plant some wheat down through here for the winter time. It's tough coming up and down these hills. I don't know how that Survivor man films all this stuff going back and forth, but and I ain't even filming nothing that I'm doing, but it's pretty tough. But we're gonna move on. Alright, I moved down here on this bottom end. Got this front side cleaned out. And I got quite a bit more left to rake out, but I want to get this end done, that top end done, and I may test a little bit of wheat. We got some wheat. I may throw some out to see if it'll grow, but looks good so far. Gonna look real good when it gets done. It's gonna be a good distinctive path. The top and the bottom's more open than the actual trail itself, but I think it's gonna be pretty nice. A lot of work, a lot of time, but that's part of it. And I'm gonna do a video on just work and time and things that go into Tall Tine Ridge and things over the past 3 years, where we've come from, where we're at, and just do one segment on it. I mean, I shoot video, but I don't show a lot of what we're doing or how long it takes to do it, but you know, and that's the thing. There's plenty of guys out there on YouTube that shoot good videos that you can watch. I'm just here showing you what's going on, what we're doing, but not too in depth, not too much information, but you know, just the normal and a little bit of information on what's going on. But hopefully we'll get more in depth as the time goes on. Maybe I'll be able to get a camera guy or something, which will help out a lot. And that's gonna be about it for today. We're gonna pack up and I'm gonna head home and come back up here at a later date. Got some other things going on. Got some barbecuing going on. Got some work. So it'll be a little bit while before I get back up here and that corn will be growing. I look pretty good. We've got pretty good rain. We got another rain last night and sun's shining now. So that should work out pretty good, and we'll be planting beans pretty soon. Here's some of the stuff that we haven't been showing on video, but Daryl's been cleaning out these fence rows. I'm gonna cut a couple trees for him. He's gonna come down through here mowing, but he's already got this one cleaned out. It was all growed up. That's a country mile. And then got this one cleaned up, and then we're gonna start working on the fence on the road over there. That's gonna be a fall project, but he's coming down through there mowing. I gotta get to cutting these trees, but we don't get to show everything on Tall Tine Ridge because there's just two of us, and he's doing something and I'm doing something. And when more people get up here, then we'll get some more stuff on video. But there's a little bit of a sneak peek. Use good chainsaw blades when you're cutting stuff like that.